Next week, the NFL world will descend upon Indianapolis. The NFL Scouting Combine league year not too far away. And word out of New York comes down today that the salary cap is going up. The 2024 salary cap will be $255.4 million. That is an unprecedented $30 million increase per club. It's the result of full repayment of all amounts deferred during the COVID pandemic. Bottom line is a lot of people thought the Browns were going to be 20-some million over before restructuring. They are under before restructuring. Let's welcome in G. Bush from 92.3 The Fans, the Barbershop, as well as the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. G. Bush, the Browns front office had a pretty good idea. The cap was going to go up, and they knew at some point that pandemic stuff would go back in. But bottom line is free agency is going to be absolutely crazy because everybody has more money now to spend on free agency with the salary cap going up.
So, yeah, listen, right now it's just like, listen, it's like Christmas that came, a couple months later in February, or a deferred Christmas present. So, right now, and I kind of always said this, sometimes it gets annoying when you have to talk about, and people are so like, oh, well, the cap, and we can't sign this person, and we're gonna have to get rid of Nick Chubb and Njoku, and we can't get another receiver. So let's just make it Deshaun Watson just has to be, he has to play like Patrick Mahomes, or we're done. You're like, listen, man, if there's one thing that the Cleveland Browns front office does with all their Ivy League education is, I'm sure that they know how to finance things, right? If anything, you have DePodesta. If anything, you got the Harvard guys and all these guys and the Penn guys, and you got the analytics roster. I've never seen before people go to MIT and tell them how to do rocket science. This is what they're here for. They should be doing gymnastics, mental gymnastics, and numbers, and carrying the one, and creating cap space whenever you want. For me, I've always been a guy that said, listen, people say you don't want to kick the can down the road too many times. I say, listen, man, you got about a 2-year window. Like, I don't want to be morbid, but we look at, there's every day there's a older population of Browns diehard fans that are no longer with us. Don't nobody care about no salary cap. I don't care about none of that. If they need to go ahead, when you signed Deshaun Watson for $230, that means you didn't care about the salary cap either. When you gave up them picks, you wasn't in a 3 to 5 year plan. You was in we need to figure this out right now. And now that the cap is $30 million up, which I think the Browns plan for, now it's an opportunity to do Operation Stockpile. You need some more receivers. You might want to look out on the free agency. And now, instead of balling on a budget, you be able to go to Giant Eagle or Dave's or wherever you're at and say, listen, I want to get a case of name brand soda. I want the Coca-Cola. I ain't got to get the Faygo. Now, that's what everybody's looking at, right? Like, so now we're going to see if Jimmy has them, going to be able to restructure some stuff, pay somebody up front, move a little cap space. And then we're going to have a real nice offseason speculating here, talking about all the good things that's out there to be had in free agency.